Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my second annual packing video. If you missed the one I did last year, you can get caught up. I'll leave you a link in the description. So basically I'm taking this luggage for 6 weeks in Europe this year. So this is kind of a funny story, but I actually wasn't going to do this video this year because my husband convinced me to leave all the clothes that I packed last year in France in storage so that we would just get on a plane with a backpack. Like that sounds really great. But that didn't work out so well because my eldest daughter is looking for colleges in Europe, and so because we need to visit when the school is still in session, we ended up adding Paris and Milan in front of our France trip. So now I need to pack some things for the beginning of the trip, and then I can get reunited with all of my clothes once I get back to France. So I just needed something a little bit more put together and businessy for these tours. Okay, so I have this skirt from Zara. I really love this skirt because it's a really nice basic beige, it's lightweight, and the other great thing about it is you can kind of like roll it up in a ball, stick it in a suitcase, and then you just let it hang out and it comes right back into shape so it doesn't get really wrinkly. So because there's a lot going on with the skirt, I just wanted something basic at the top. I went to the Gap and I found this t-shirt. It has sort of like a t-shirt ribbed center, but then the sleeves are this really cute linen with these little ties. Then to just bring it all together, I was going to tie the whole thing together with this belt. It's an oversized belt from Zara. I've had it for years, but it's just really great when you have a top and a bottom and you want to kind of cinch everything together. And then for the shoes, I just went for basic black. So anytime I travel, I usually do one black heel and one black flat. So these are the black heels I'm bringing. I just got them at Target, so they probably are still there if you want them. Outfit number 2 for college tours is this little blue dress. This is just an Old Navy dress. It has a really wonderful lightweight texture to it. I think it's like a linen blend with probably cotton. It also has this fun little twist detail to it. So it looks like it's 2 pieces, but it's actually 1. And then with this dress, I was just gonna pair it with just a nude heel. Again, I'm not a big like spike heel wearer. Now that I'm a little bit older, I really go for the block heel. I just think they're better when you're walking in the city. They're not too high, but they give you a little bit of height. And I don't know, nude just goes with everything. Then to go with the college tour outfits, I wanted a spiffier, kind of more businessy bag. And it was actually perfect timing because Teddy Blake had reached out to me when I was thinking about this and offered to send me one of their handbags. And I saw this on their website and I just thought this was the prettiest handbag. They're really luxurious and really gorgeous. So before I accepted such a beautiful gift, I asked them if they were gonna send me one, if they would send one of you guys one too. And they said yes. So if you would like to have a chance to win one of these bags, there is a link in the description and you can enter for a chance to win your own Teddy Blake bag. And then you can see inside of it how roomy it is. And then it also comes with a shoulder strap, which I kind of laugh because my husband, being a native Parisian, he thinks everybody's out to steal your handbag. So this way, it's a lot more secure. So he's gonna love that. You can just tell the quality just from the construction and all of the different attention to details. And you can check the description below for more details on these bags. They're really amazing. And I hope that one of you gets one too. The next outfit is this little number that I found on Amazon, believe it or not. I love the idea of dresses because you basically just have the full outfit in one piece. And then it has this little sewn-on detail to it, which I think just gives it a little bit more interest and texture. And then there's a little tie at the top, which is kind of cute. And then it has this little skirt that's also pleated. I sort of got on a pleating roll, but I don't know, I just thought it was kind of cute and I just like the color. And then if it gets a little bit chilly in the evening, because I can also wear this, just go right to dinner, I have a little sweater here that I found at Zara. I love these sweaters because look at how they pack up. They're so lightweight and small that they're not gonna take a lot of room in your bag. That I could either pair with the dress or I could pair it like this, just over the shoulders like a little shawl. And then to pair with this dress, I'm gonna bring back the nude heel, and then it also pairs really well with the Teddy Blake bag. There, college tour number 3. Then I wanted another piece that I could do day or night or day into night, and I found this at Nordstrom Rack. I love these dresses that are kind of like shirt dresses, I think they call them, because they typically come with pockets, which I think is great. I love the color of this. I just thought with the tan, right? I also think that this color pairs really well with the nude sandals with the handbag as well. Outfit number 4. Then I'm also going to bring this. It works for either one more college or it works for evening, because let me show you what it is. And I got this at Target and it was such a steal. This is the dress, which is really pretty. It's really flattering. It's lightweight. It's made out of like, I want to say a type of rayon. And then I would pair it with this clutch. This came from Banana Republic years ago. I've had it forever just because it's so classic. It's always been in style. It keeps it keeps on going. And it has a little handle like this. So it's almost like a kind of bracelet bag. You can just kind of wear it like this and then clutch it as you're kind of going about your business. Anytime I buy something really basic like this that doesn't have a lot of detail to it, it's really just the silhouette that I'm after, then I want to do something a little bit more fun with the jewelry. And now I can show you my fun little jewelry bag that I got on Amazon. And what's nice about it is it has a place for necklaces, it has a place for jewelry, for rings, for little pierced earrings, which I think is kind of great. And then it just folds up and snaps, so it doesn't take a lot of room in your bag. And I found some jewelry, inexpensive costume jewelry at an antique mall, because I think you just get a lot more interesting pieces when you go vintage or when you go to like flea markets. So the first thing I got is this necklace, and my 16-year-old daughter is making fun of me because this is not her favorite piece, but I think it's super fun. I really love it. She calls it the grapes. I got it for $10, but again, it just adds a little bit more personality to something that you might find that's new. All right, so that's the first part of the itinerary, Paris and Milan, moving on to Tuscany. So at this point, we are gonna say goodbye to my husband. He's going to go see some friends in France, and I'm taking my daughters and I, and we are going to a cooking school for a few days in Tuscany. Now, this was a number that I thrifted at the thrift store. So my eldest daughter has really gotten me into thrifting. I guess reconnected with thrifting. It was something I used to do when I was younger, and I sort of forgot about it until she became around 15 and started to drag me into all of these thrift stores. So while I was in there killing time, I would find some pieces like this one. I just thought this was so cute with the pattern. It could be a nice pool cover up, but I was going to put it with this belt and turn it into more of a cinched waist number. Then I was going to pair this dress with these little gold earrings. They're kind of like, I don't know if they look like little leaves to me. And then this year I invested in some good quality espadrille wedges. And I don't know if you've had this experience, but oftentimes the espadrille wedges are not very comfortable. And then you end up with real ankle pain or like ball of the foot pain. But these are fantastic and they are worth every penny. They are from Viscata, which is a Spanish brand. And they are just so comfortable and they just go with everything because they're just a nice nude color. Just in case I do get cold, I did find this sweater at Target. It's Universal Thread, which is one of the brands they have that I really love. The quality is great. What I love about this sweater is that it has little holes in it. So it's almost like a sweater, but it's a lightweight sweater just because it has these holes and it's not so heavy. And the sweater and the espadrilles will match the other dresses that I've brought for this part of the trip. Then I also found this dress at Nordstrom Rack. I think it was just under $40. It has these little cap sleeves, which are fun, the smocking here, a nice V-neck. And then it also has these two slits on the bottom, which I think make it just a little bit more fun. And my favorite part of any dress is if it has pockets. And it has these cute little pockets. And then I would wear these, again, with the espadrilles. And then I can also pair this dress with the little gold earrings. And then I got some short dresses too, because sometimes when it's hot, you don't want something long. This fabric is so light, they're so great. So this would be a fun dress to wear during the day. And because it's a little short, I probably wouldn't pair these with the espadrilles. So this is my other hand shoe that I'm bringing. I have this kind of like cushiony sole, which makes them really comfortable. I love these because they're kind of like an elevated flip-flop. They give you a little bit more stability than a flip-flop. I just thought the color and the gold detailing was nice against this dress, like this. So because I was thinking of these shoes with this dress, I thought, okay, what other dresses could I throw in the bag that would also match these shoes? And I found another dress like this. I am this kind of shopper. If I find one dress that I like and there's another one just like it, sometimes I just get one in a different color. There we go, this one. I wasn't so sure about the pattern, but my teenage daughter, who is very vocal about clothing, said she thought it was cute. So if she thought it was cute, then okay. Seeing as how she's going to be with me on this trip, she won't make fun of me when I put it on.
It kind of looks like a kimono.
Yeah, we think it might look more like a kimono, but that's okay. I think it's sunflowers, which feels Tuscan, I suppose. And what's great about this dress is I can wear the dress with the sandals and again, the little gold earrings. See, and this is how I get away with not bringing a lot of jewelry, is I just get a couple of pieces that mix and match with all of these things. And then for the cooking portion of this trip, I just brought in two what I call workhorse dresses, and I'm not wearing them for anything else, and it doesn't matter if I get them dirty. So this little number, which is just a plain black cotton shirt dress that I found at Old Navy, it has pockets. It also has these cute little sleeves. And then to pair with this, they said some sort of, closed toe shoe. So I was going to wear just these little sneakers. And they're UGG, believe it or not. So I guess UGG makes more than just boots. And then I'm bringing this dress. This is another Old Navy classic I got probably 5 or 10 years ago, and I just wear it all the time. There's also a pool at this cooking school, so I had to pack a bathing suit and a cover-up. So I just go with basic black tank bathing suit. Can't go wrong. And then I got this cover-up, which I really thought was cute, by a brand called Cupshe, which I know they make a lot of swimsuits, so this is from them. I love this cover-up because it's really lightweight so that it's not too hot. It has these cute little fringy tassels on it. And I don't know, I just thought it's fun if you're like sitting in a lounge chair reading, which is usually what I'm doing, or watching my kids as they're in the pool. One of my Mother's Day gifts from my family was this cute little bag. It's a great pool bag. You can carry it like this, just like a little tote bag, but you can also wear it as a backpack, which is kind of fun. Which I am definitely going to use this in Saint-Gilles when we're in France, and I'm going to the market and I put, my baguettes or whatever in there. And then I can just get on my bike and zoom home. I love it for a pool bag because it's the perfect size for a towel, some books, some sunscreen, and my glasses. And I got 2 books that I'm taking. I'm curious if anybody has read these. Have you guys seen these bookstores recently that do these blind date with a book, where they take a book and they wrap it up and you don't know what you're buying, and then they do like a little description on the end, and then you just have a blind date with it. You don't know what you're gonna get. So this is what I got in my blind date for a book. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a try. Let me know if anybody has read this book. And then the other book that I just keep seeing and I thought would be fun is this one, The Jet Setters. Anybody read that? Is this good? And the best thing about this bag is it folds up into this little pouch. I didn't do the best job folding it, but you get the idea. And then I have one more dress for Tuscany just in case, which is this little thing that I got at the Gap. It has this cute little sleeve to it. So I was going to pair this with these little flip-flops. So that concludes Tuscany. At this point, we are going to drop my eldest daughter off in Milan because she's going to be doing a summer program there for 2 weeks. And I'm going to take my youngest daughter and we are headed back to Paris. And at this point, I'm going to meet my sister and my nephew who are coming over and finally coming to visit us in the French house. But first, we had to do a few days in Paris because my little nephew, who's 12, has never seen Paris. All right, so here are my outfits for sightseeing in Paris for 2 days with 2 kids. I'm keeping it real basic, plain white t-shirt, some black drawstring pants. They're not very long, so they kind of have like a capri thing happening. And then for jewelry, I was gonna do just these really simple gold hoops. And then I would also pair it with these 2 bangles. For a purse, running around Paris with 2 kids, I need my hands free. I'm gonna be bringing my Longchamp backpack, which I think will work out perfectly. And then for shoes, I have these little flats. They're kind of a cross between a sandal and an espadrille. And then for dinner, I have a couple of options. I have this one, which is just this really basic black sleeveless dress. It is so soft that, again, you can just roll up in a ball. It's not gonna wrinkle. I got it on Amazon. You can dress it up or dress it down. Little sandals for day, or I could throw on the heels at night with the cute little clutch for something dressier. I love pieces that go from day to night. It's the best, especially when you're traveling. Now, if it gets cold in Paris at night, I also have another option. If we're going to just maybe a casual bistro, I have some white jeans. I love this sweater because it has a lot of personality. It has a really nice soft interior, and then it has a sheer puffy sleeve. And then I could pair this with these nude heel. Then I could bring in my other traveling companion that you saw from last year, the little Longchamp mini tote. And off I go. Then at this stage of the trip, I can start pulling from some of the pieces I've worn before. So I could bring this top back in and wear it with the jeans and either pair it with the little low espadrille sandal or the heel. And then again, pair it with the little clutch. And if you keep using the same colors of the white and the black, it always matches, whether you're going all white, all black, or black and white. That's why I love a black and white clutch. How I am so brave to bring white jeans. And this is why. One of the things that I've discovered when traveling that works like a charm is the Tide pen. You cannot go anywhere without the Tide pen. If you get any dirt or any spot on your clothing, you use the Tide pen and it works like a charm. It is really amazing. So don't forget the Tide pen. Then after a few days in Paris, we're going to take the train down to Saint-Gilles-Croix-de-Vie. So I'm hoping to film that and have that start to be the French vlogs so you guys can see how you actually get there from Paris, because I've had a few questions about how that works and it's super easy, just 2 trains. So I wanted something comfortable, so I'm gonna bring the white jeans back with another one of those Zara sweaters that are super lightweight, this one, because sometimes with the air conditioning, it can get a little chilly in the train. And then because we're going to be schlepping through the train station with all of our bags and things, I'm going to be bringing these little tennis shoes. And then once in France, I'm going to be reunited with all of the clothes that you saw from last year, but I did want to bring just a few extra pieces just to fill that out. And piece number one is the dress that I got at Cezanne. And if you're following me on Instagram, you may have seen my Instagram story when I went to the opening of the Cezanne shop out in Brentwood. It was a lovely influencer event and they gifted me a piece of my choice. It was so hard to pick, but this is what I picked. This adorable little red floral dress. Now, it's hard to appreciate from here because you can't feel the texture, but it is like the softest, most beautiful fabric. The interior bottom is lined, so you don't have to worry about wearing a slip. It has the really beautiful details like the covered buttons and the cuffed sleeves. Then I bought these earrings from their website to go with the dress, which also would be really cute with the espadrilles. This I forgot to show you, but I thought this clutch would be good for all of the casual floral dresses. It's just a little raffia clutch that I found on Amazon, not expensive. I just think when you put high and low together, it just elevates everything. And then for another warm weather dress, I got this at Zara. I love the pattern, which looks really summery. It has a nice little slit up the side, which just makes it a little dressier. It's really lightweight. It's really fitted, so it looks really cute. And that's also why I love these earrings, because I thought that they would also look great with this dress, again with the espadrilles and the clutch. One thing I did bring back last year was the raincoat, because I love this Lululemon raincoat. It's lined inside, so it's really cozy because sometimes it can get cold in Saint-Gilles when it starts to rain. It has a hood, which I love. And again, it's just great for travel because it packs up pretty tightly. And then of course we can't forget PJs. So I have 2 pairs of pajamas. I think I got these at Old Navy that I'm also gonna bring. And this year I'm bringing 2 carry-ons because last year I brought one and it just got really heavy with the laptop and my wallet and the books and all of that. So I'm bringing this for the laptop and then I'm bringing this for my wallet, my passport and all of that. What's nice about this laptop bag is it's also a nice little backpack. So I find having at least one carry-on as a backpack gives you another hand free to grab your suitcase. And then this is my plain outfit. So I have one more top, a pair of jeans and my running shoes. I'm all ready to go. And also be sure to sign up for a chance to win one of these beautiful Teddy Blake bags. You all deserve one too. All right, you guys, give me a week or so to get settled and then I'll start uploading my vlogs of my trip. All right, see you then. Bye.